So I thought I'd do sort of a fun video for some of you more sadistic folks out there, and that's just sort of the you know, when it comes to a knife that's this light and this small, there are certain aspects of that that make it ideal for martial arts. I mean, in knife martial arts, you know, you can have a large knife, a small knife, any type of knife, and really what it all comes down to when it comes to these different, you know, size blades is what you're able to carry on you and what makes, you know, what feels good in your hand. And one of the things about the scalpel is that it's so light. It's, you know, about an ounce, the blade, that it will not tire you out nearly the same way as, say, like a sword will or a Bowie knife will. And it's very quick. Very nimble. You can also do a punch grip. And the difficult thing about a punch grip is when you're blocking, it's easy to block like this. It's easy to block like this. If somebody's coming at you, it's much easier to block those. But when somebody's coming at you with the punch grip, it's very difficult to block that. And you can squirm around those blocks. It's such a light knife. It's very nimble. It's very easy to reposition it in your hand. And then with that Scandi grind, it's so sharp and nasty that you can do long, drawn-out cuts. So yeah, not a very pleasant thing to experience, either as the attacker or the defender, but you know, one thing that I can't shy away from is you know, knife martial arts. You know, I'm making knives, so I have to, you know, I have to sell a product, and it's like anybody selling firearms. It's like Kalashnikov selling guns. Somebody's gonna use it for something, and so you know, the best thing to do is to kind of stay out of those situations, but you might not have the opportunity to do that. And whether it's legal or not in your country, sometimes you don't have a choice, because the law at the end of the day comes second to what you believe, what your interests are, what your personal belief systems are. That comes first. Whether anybody likes it or not, your personal belief system comes ahead of any law in the world. So if you believe that you have the right to defend yourself, it doesn't matter what the law says. Yeah, you just have to accept a little bit of prison time. That's the way it is. But you know, so see, very well hidden. If somebody's grappling, it's so low profile you can't see it. It's so low profile. It's very, very difficult to see it. You can prepare yourself. You can prepare yourself in advance. You see a threat, you know, okay, this is maybe not as stealthy, but you can easily have it in your pocket, you know, compared to, say, something like this. When you pull this out, it's very obvious what's about to happen. It's very obvious what's going on. And bystanders or whatever, they'll know, like, okay, something's about to go down. With something like this, you can make yourself ready, you can hide it, you can walk away from the situation without escalating any situation. Because often what happens if you pull out a weapon is that there's sort of, it's not necessarily 50-50, but there's a chance that instead of de-escalating the situation, you're actually escalating the situation. Because what you're doing is you're bringing out a weapon. Now, depending on the level of aggression that the offender has, they might actually, what in their ego, in their mind, they're like, oh, you're gonna use that on me? I bet you ain't got the balls to do that. And that's how a lot of these motherfuckers get killed. So, but you know, it's not quite as fast. Although it is a bigger knife, and if you get this that deep into you, it's not going to be good for you, and you're probably not going to make it. Or the offender. So with a knife that's this short, you can keep stabbing, keep stabbing, keep stabbing, and there's an increased risk that they won't die. They'll bleed like crazy, but it's easier to get out of that situation if you have to, you know, just a small jab. So that's what it is. That's what it is, guys. The HMK Scalpel V3. It's basically a tactical shank. You know, that's basically what it is. A purse shank is what some people call it. Purse shank or tactical shank. So, very nice blade. I don't really carry anything else. That's all I really need in my life. I ain't gonna hurt nobody. I just use these to make fires, skin some animals, you know, fix up some stuff in the workshop, open boxes. But I think that was a good demonstration. So you can get one of these from my website, hotmetalknives.com, or there's a coupon code YouTube Love in the comments. You can use that to get a 20% discount on your Scalpel V3 from Etsy. And you know what, guys? Y'all have a really good day, and I'll see you later.